Hey guys, it's me, and I want to take this video as a story of my life and my transition and from being female to male. And this hopefully will answer your questions about me. Okay, so people always ask me, when did you think you were a boy? I never thought I knew. Like, ever since I was a little kid, like, when I used to wear dresses, when my grandma would try to put pink or any girl clothes on me, I'd take them all off and I'd run down to my basement being like, oh, you can't catch me because you know what, I'm not wearing this shit. Like, I always, like, before I produced breasts, I would swim without my shirt. I wanted my hair short because, like back then when I was a kid, when people would mistake me as a boy, and it made me really happy. They would call me sir, but then my grandparents would correct it. So, yeah, I loved, like, boys' toys. I loved hanging out with guys. I always knew I was a guy inside. I once born a girl named Alexis, and I gotta say that child was really, really unhappy with life because I was stuck inside myself, saying, "Oh, just try to like be like the other girls." So I started trying to wear makeup, and I tried to be more feminine. I can't say middle school because I was teased for how I dressed and how I acted. Like, in middle school is when I came out as a lesbian, and I had my first girlfriend. That relationship didn't go well at all. After I went through that relationship, it was really hard for me to stay in relationships. I'm not going to say what happened during that relationship. It's just traumatic. And the next one after that, well, after a couple left me because, they just thought differently of me. But a relationship I had, my first online relationship, long distance, with this girl. Let's call her Jane. Jane, basically, what she did, like, at first everything was okay, everything was fine, our relationship was okay. But then she started getting angry at me 24/7, and it made me feel like shit because I'm like, I'm a horrible person. I'm a horrible girlfriend at that time. Well, boyfriend, because I hid myself as a girl. I never told her I was transgender until she called me one night, and she's like, I thought you were dead, because I was off Instagram and social media for such a long time that she thought I committed suicide, because at that time I was really, really suicidal. I still have depression, but I went through really bad depression, like I couldn't handle when somebody left me. But after that ended in August 2014, I started dating online more and more. And I met this girl, and she made me really happy. We dated for almost we dated for months and months and months. And then things went crashing down and we broke up. And after that, yeah, I had tons of relationships, and it made my image look bad. And that's what I'm trying to fix right now, is my image. and trying to grow up, because heck, I've been almost doing YouTube for 3 years and I'm almost 17 years old. But yes, after middle school, it was my freshman year. Beginning of the year, yeah, people call me Lexi. And then more towards the middle, end of freshman year, I came out as transgender to my family, and my friends basically knew. My parents also told me they basically knew that I was transgender. They were just waiting for the day for me to tell them. But yeah, I came out as transgender and I became more happy with myself, more at peace with myself, because I can finally identify as male. And I really wanted to start testosterone, but like in Wisconsin, you could either start 15 or 16. Like when I first got my in the trans clinic, I was, I think, 14 or 15. I was 15. No, 14. Wait, yeah, 15. And I met this guy at the trans clinic. We dated for like 3 weeks because we didn't get to know each other enough. And also, I was going through my own personal hard time of trusting relationships. So, he labeled me as a fuckboy. And that's when all that shit started, and it was really hard for me. I was going through relationships and shit like for a long time. But I kept going to trans clinics, appointments and stuff. They got me on birth control, and then they offered puberty stoppers, but I was scared of needles at that time. But let's turn the page of now where I am. I have the possibility of starting testosterone this year in 2017, and I am so excited because I've been waiting for years for this to happen. Thank you to my therapist of convincing my mother, and my father is almost fully convinced, but yes, I'm probably going to start T this year. The worst scenario can happen. I have to wait till I'm 18. But that's the worst case scenario. But it's probably going to be this year. All I need is to get that note and see my trans clinic doctor, my psychiatrist and stuff like that, my regular doctor. And then soon enough, I'll know when I'm starting testosterone. They're also talking about top surgery, which I'm probably going to get when I'm 18 or 19. But yeah, this is a big start for me, and that's where I am in my transition. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for watching. Like this video below if you want more trans advice or anything like that. Peace out, you guys.